Yeah, I mean, at the Senior Bowl, uh, area scouts were asking me, what I was going to run at the combine, my speed. And I told them that I was going to run in the 4.3s, worst case scenario, 4.4 low. And then they kind of looked a little shocked. They said, if you run sub 4.45, then we're going to draft you. And that was kind of really it when it came to the Senior Bowl. The interview went really, really well. They liked me and the way that I talk, my intelligence, and what I've done in terms of production. But it was just a couple things that I had to, do on my own to, prove myself. And after the combine, I think the night that I had that performance at the combine, texted my agent and said Zyon McCollum is going to be a Buccaneer. And there were still so many things that had to go on and when it comes to Zoom meetings and 30 visits and all that. But I mean, so I took it with a grain of salt, but it actually came true. They weren't lying.
And we talked earlier in the draft process about this, but you go to Ball High School went to Ball High School, I should say, in Galveston. What does that mean to get to follow Mike Evans and call him a teammate now?
Exactly. Mike Evans is the type of player who paved the way for me coming out of Ball High. And just to see Ball High has a tremendous, tradition of putting players in the league. And Mike Evans was just the most recent one. And he comes back to the school all the time. He throws a bunch of youth camps, plays pickup basketball with some of the students and everything. So just seeing him around Ball High and then seeing his production and what he's been able to do ever since he's got foot in the league, it's always been an inspiration. And the fact that me, a proud Ball High alum, now gets to reconnect with a seasoned veteran who's also went to Ball High, that's pretty surreal.
You're obviously very productive as a defensive back. Have you done any returning? Have they talked to you about returning kicks or anything like that with your speed?
They haven't talked to me about returning any kicks. I mean, I'm happy to do anything. I can return. I can do things. But definitely in terms of contribution on special teams, yes, utilize my speed, on the outside, any way I can, I'm happy to do it all.
What's it been like going through this process with your twin brother?
It's been everything. We've gone through everything together, So, I mean, we've hit the lowest of lows and the highest of highs, and our ability to overcome adversity and just keep going despite anything, to block out outside noise and just stay tunnel vision focused. I mean, it's really helped during this process, especially. And I mean, I'm super happy for him. He's super happy for me, knowing we might not play on the same team. You never know how it's going to work out. But I mean, it definitely helped me stay steady through this entire thing, all this chaos.
Hey, Zyon, just from a speed standpoint, what's your greatest accomplishment? Was it that 40 time? Did you win a state track title? What's your greatest speed accomplishment?
Speed accomplishment? Yeah, probably the 40 time. I mean, in high school, I was a relay guy. So I was all my years since a freshman, I was 4x1, 4x2, 4x4. So I never really got to test my straight line speed. And I ran 4.4 at the Sam Houston camp coming out of high school. But I mean, it was a hand time, and I'm like, I don't really trust that. Like, I knew I was fast. I really just didn't know how fast. And when I finally saw that 4.33 and it solidified it, I was like, okay, I'm fast. I know that for a fact now.
Can I assume you were an anchor on all those relay teams?
Second leg, actually. But they say second leg has the longest distance to run. So.
Hey, just wondering, congratulations, first of all. What are you going to bring to this Buccaneers cornerback room, and how excited are you to learn from some of the guys in there?
Yeah, I'm going to bring just selflessness and character and integrity for one, not even talking about football things, me as a person, I view myself as a sponge, and I'm looking to absorb any and all information from everybody. And I'm looking to bring my intelligence as well. I mean, I watch a ton of film and I pick up on things really fast. So just being able to speak, just football, just talk football with everybody, communicate on the field, kind of bring, the group closer together, because, I mean, you can go far alone, but you can go further together. And then just from an athletic standpoint, I'm just looking to get better for one, but also I'm looking to, compete at a high level. I want to be somebody who contributes from day one, whether it's special teams or on defense. And I think that competitive edge of me just being relentless and going all out, I think a lot of people feed off of that. And it inspires, not necessarily inspires, but kind of pushes, everybody towards that same thing.
You have a rare blend of size and speed. Is there anyone in the NFL currently or previously that you've looked up to and kind of modeled your game after?
Not necessarily modeled my game after. I mean, I like to, look at players and take little bits of everything, like Jalen Ramsey's confidence. I like that dog mentality that he plays with. Tre'Davious White, his footwork and his ability to, cover in the slot in on the outside despite his size. Richard Sherman being a tall corner, using his intelligence, going to Stanford and all that. So just a little bits and pieces of everybody.
Zyon, you mentioned that interaction with the scout who told you if you ran a 4.45. Do you remember who that was? You don't remember the name, do you?
I don't remember the name.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, you just mentioned, looking at Tre'Davious White being able to play inside and outside. Is that something you feel like you can bring to your game? Do you look at yourself as more of a perimeter guy, slot guy, or the flexibility to play both?
Yeah, I think I have the flexibility. I think I bring a lot of versatility. I was able to play corner. I mean, of course, corner is the position I'm most comfortable with, and I played on the outside, but I also played nickel and safety in our defense at Sam Houston. And, I'm intelligent. I pick up on things fast. And, having a twin brother who's played safety, I mean, when we go out into the field ourselves in practice, we're getting reps at everything. We're making sure that we get ourselves reps at corner, at nickel, and at safety. You have no idea where you're going to play. And I just want to come in being as versatile as possible so that I can fill any nick or any, crack immediately. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I feel comfortable playing everywhere.
Cool. Thanks for the time, Zyon. Appreciate it. Congrats.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.